Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Tuesday, July 12th, 2022. Let's start with the Forex calendar review. Some data had been released overnight, however they were not that much important. We got the BRC retail sales monitor from the UK that was worse than expected, minus 1.3 versus minus 1.2. Westpac consumer sentiment from Australia was better than expected, minus 4.5% was the last reading. The actual reading was minus 3%. Some data from the Australia had been released later on as well. NAB business confidence goes lower from 6 to 1 point. During the London session, we got some data from them, mainly Germany and Eurozone in form of the German ZEW economic sentiment data, of course, current conditions and expectations. So those data are as well being released from the Eurozone at 11 a.m. sharp. So very interesting data that might affect the euro related pairs like euro dollar, euro to yen, and euro to the British pound. We got some speeches as well. In the meantime, the Bank of England MPC member Cinliffe will give a speech, and of course Boomer Marauder will give a speech, and then we got the German President Joachim Nagel will give a speech as well. During the New York session, we got the OPEC monthly report at 1 p.m. Sorry, this is the report for all of the crude oil traders, very important. 2:30 we got Westpac consumer sentiment from the New Zealand. Then of course we got the EIA short-term energy outlook, very important event because of the drought and massive land and forest fires in the US. So at 6 o'clock, please keep an eye on this short-term energy report. Then we got another German Balz speech, and 7 p.m. we got the Bank of England Governor Bailey speech. That might be interesting, especially after the Boris Johnson resigned as a Prime Minister. So right now in UK there's a little bit of turmoil. We will see who is going to be the next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. At the end of the day, we got the API weekly crude oil stock. This data is scheduled for release at 10 p.m. So that's a kind of a, even I would say a busy day. We got some speeches from different officials from the for the bank and from the other institutions. We got some data from the Germany. We got some data from the US, from the Eurozone as well. This is this kind of a day that I think it might trigger some moves. However, as we are going to see in a minute, the market keeps moving in some direction. So let's switch to the technical part, and we start with the euro dollar. So that's the euro dollar daily time frame chart, and as you can see here, we are in a very interesting situation. We almost hit the parity level. There's this candle here, the last candle here, low was 5 pips away from the parity level, and it of course keeps going down. So what do we have here? We are out of the channel. Well, that's obvious. The technical resistance here is 1.0076. It was a support from this pin bar here, when everyone thought, okay, it might now stop, this down move might now stop. It just tested the lower channel line, and as you can see, the market was capped, and big red candle. This is daily time frame chart, so this is from yesterday, big daily candle, and the market is going lower right now, approaching the parity into the extremely oversold market conditions not seen in at least 1 month. 24 points only on the RSI. So where is apparently the end of this downtrend? Well, to be honest with you guys, this levels has not been seen in years, if not decades. So please be very careful here at the parity level, because we will definitely hit the parity level after the breakout. When the euro dollar rate will be 9,900 and something, of course, these levels will be very attractive for the institutions and for the hedge funds and for the other themes related to the euro or to the dollar to buy this kind of currencies at very cheap rate. This is the let me just take a look briefly. I'm just going back. This is 2018, 2014, and my data are to the 2012, the middle of the 2012. So we have not seen these levels in at least 10 years. So let that sink in. British pound, I think we should take a look at the British pound as well. Let me just zoom in here. And what do we have here on the daily time frame chart of the British pound? Well, another down wave is being made. As you can see, 61% retrace, 1.2055 didn't help. Big red candle yesterday. This is daily time frame chart, and today we got a new low, 1.1835. As far as I can see, that was the low for today so far. Big positive divergence between this low from the 14th of the June and today's low of the 12th of the July. So we got a positive divergence. We should bounce or even do some kind of a correction. The newest levels for the that will act as a local technical resistance are 1.1177 and 1.1933. Let me just change the color briefly to red as usual. So this is the resistance, daily, intraday resistance. Let me just zoom out to see where we are actually, and as you can see, we are right now going down towards this levels here, and that level is at 1.1430. So it's around 400 pips lower, this level here. This is of course the low from the 2020. This is the the first sell-off after the COVID was announced. So this is the COVID bottom of 2020, around the 1.1410, 1.1430. So it looks like the market wants to get there. There is no strong technical support. There is nothing here. We are below the trend line. As you can see, we are below the 55 days moving average, below 100 days moving average. The downtrend is still continued, and there is no indication of downtrend termination or reversal. So we are right now in full-blown reversal of this long-term bounce, this post-COVID, let's say, bounce, and we are targeting the level of 1.1410, 1.1430. So that's the British pound. What is going on the Australian dollar? I should start with the Australian dollar. However, I would like to point out the perspective for the Australian dollar. Of course, we are now on the lows because the US dollar is the king right now. Okay, US dollar is flying hard. Everything else related to the US dollar, euro, pound, New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar is going down. Basically, the investors are buying US dollar across the board. So what do we have here? We have a new local low at 6,714. This is new low on a daily time frame chart, and to be honest with you guys, there is nothing in terms of the support. Expect of course this low, post-pandemic low, 5,519, but one of the possible lows here might be located at the highs from the 2020, the end of the April, and that's around 6,580. 6,580 is the next target for the best. As you can see, very nice channel down On the Australian dollar, we are keep getting lower, so it looks like this is the next target for bears. What is going on the S&P 500? The S&P 500 has been rejected from 3,948. That was a bounce to this level, local technical resistance made after this high on the pin bar, and as you can see here, we are approaching the local support. So very interesting situation, because now it all depends on which level will be violated soon. 3,737 or 3,948. It looks like the market, what the market done. It looks like a reversal, and we should approach the 3,634 soon, right? So we should actually go lower after this small bounce. And please take a look at this chart. We are continuing the downtrend. We are continuing to we continue to move lower. The all-time high at 4,000 and almost 4,800 points will not come back that soon. We got clear downtrend developing to the downside. The market broke above the level of 50 on the momentum, but then reversed sharply to the downside, and the bears use this opportunity to open more short positions. So right now the bears are in control of the S&P 500. Let me just take a look at the Ethereum. Why? Because it's on the very interesting level. Right now, if we zoom in, you can see we broke out of the channel. Right, so this is my setting for the 4-hour. Let me just switch to the 4-hour chart, and there you go. If you take a look here, we just broke out of the channel, and now we are even below 1,077. Yes, 1,077 was the technical support, intraday technical support. The next is around 1,039, and then 999, basically $1,000. So this is the main technical resistance, main supply zone for the Ethereum, 1,255, 1,281. If there is no breakout, sustained breakout above this level, we cannot say that the bulls are back. For now, we are trading into the extremely oversold market conditions. The sentiment is very negative, and the bears are riding the down wave. The next target is $999. Thank you very much for watching this analysis. That's everything from me for today, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.